All right, let's get into it. Today, we're not just going to talk about storytelling. No, we're going to become architects. We're going to design a new narrative from the ground up, one that actually fits who you are right now, and more importantly, where you're going.
So let me ask you something. Does it ever feel like your message is just stuck? Like you know you've leveled up, you know you've grown, but your story is still wearing last year's clothes. It just can't seem to keep up. If you're nodding your head right now, then yeah, you are in exactly the right place.
You know, there's actually a name for this feeling. We call it being the fragmented storyteller. And look, it is a super common trap for founders, for leaders, really for anyone who's evolving faster than their own talking points.
So what does this look like in the real world? Well, maybe your message just feels all over the place, totally inconsistent. Or maybe the tone you're using just doesn't match the powerhouse vision you have. A big one is carrying around these old labels from past gigs or past chapters of your life, and those things, they subtly drain the authority from your voice. It all adds up to this weight of an outdated identity. Sound familiar?
This quote, this just nails it, doesn't it? It's from a case study we did, and it's so true. It's a real, tangible weight. It's a drag on your communication that people can actually feel, even if they can't quite put their finger on why. It's kind of like the ghost of a past version of you is haunting every new thing you're trying to say.
So what is the actual cost here? Because it's not just about feeling stuck. This has a real bottom-line impact on your business. And we've given it a name, the echo tax.
Think about it like this. The echo tax is the price you pay in credibility and connection every single time your message reflects who you were instead of declaring who you are now. It's this silent killer of your brand's momentum. And the worst part? It just keeps compounding over time.
Now here is the most important thing I'm going to say today. If you're feeling this, it is not because you're a bad writer. It's not because you lost your creativity. This is not a creative block. It is a mechanical failure in the architecture of your story. And honestly, that's amazing news because you can fix a machine.
And to fix that machine, we've got to pop the hood and see how it works, right? And that brings us to what we call the belief narrative engine. This is the core mechanism that is powering every single story you tell, whether you realize it or not.
Okay, I want you to really let this one sink in. This is the heart of everything. We're all taught to think of our stories as these dusty old records of the past, but that is fundamentally wrong. Stories are active. They are living, breathing engines that use your beliefs as fuel to literally shape your present reality.
Look at this comparison. It makes it so clear. On the left, you've got the old way of thinking. Narrative as a record. It just carries old baggage, feels heavy, and it actually mutes your voice. But on the right, that's the new belief. Narrative as an engine. It actively shapes your present, it sets the course for your future, it feels clear and resonant, and most importantly, it amplifies your voice. I mean, it's pretty obvious which side of the chart you want to be on, right?
So, the big question is, how do we get from the left side to the right side? How do we upgrade that engine? Well, we do it with a very clear, very actionable process. We call it the Becoming Voice Protocol. And this isn't some vague, fuzzy concept. It's a step-by-step reset for your entire narrative.
Okay, here's how it works. It's just 4 steps. Step 1, you've got to isolate those old labels. Get real about the outdated beliefs that are running in the background. Step 2, just pick one story from your past. Just one. Something you tell all the time. Step 3, and this is the magic part, apply your current voice. Retell that story, but from the perspective of who you are today. And then, step 4 is easy. Just feel the shift. I promise, you will notice an instant change in the energy, the clarity, and the authority of that story. It's wild.
And let's be super clear about something. The point of all this is not to invent some new, fake identity. It's not about making stuff up. This is actually about getting more authentic than ever before. It's about having the guts to just stop carrying the weight of an identity you've already moved past. That's it. So this really brings us to a choice point, doesn't it? You can keep on paying that echo tax, letting those old labels run your story, or you can start the work of reclaiming who you are becoming.
And this is why this is all so important. Every single time you do this, every time you rewrite a story from your present truth, you're not just tweaking your marketing. You are actively, consciously reclaiming the next version of yourself. You're literally architecting your own future.
So I'll just leave you with this one question to chew on. What's that one story, that one old label, that one piece of your narrative that you know is ready for a rewrite? The moment you decide which one it is,
you've already started the work.